Just make a decision, right? They're able to maintain their fiction and convince themselves it's someone else's fault when their decision backfires. Believing is it's impossible for them to be wrong. Believing it's impossible for them to be wrong. Am I saying it? Am I saying that right?
It sounds like it.
Will it make sense to you?
Yeah.
Believing it's impossible for them to be wrong.
Because it makes me think about the saying when you point at somebody else trying to blame them, you got like 3 more fingers pointed back at you. What did you do? Why did you make that choice? Well, I didn't have a choice. You always have a choice.
You always have a choice.
Stop believing you don't have a choice. Unlearn that. You have a choice.
You always have a choice. That was hard to learn from me, to be honest.
Are you aware of the choices you're making on the day-to-day basis? Right. I used to be very impulsive. I'm still low-key, but we're slowing down. Okay?
Right.
Levels, y'all.
Exactly. I can't be this person. I wrote it like that. I can't be this person. Right? I have to understand that failure and decision making, I must understand. I have to fail. I must understand. I have to make a decision sometimes. Oh, and that decision may lead to failure. I have to accept that. Right? And just move on. Rebound. I know I like the saying
we don't know what's going to happen.
Right. I like the saying that the plan changes, but the goal never changes, right?
There we go.
The plan may change, but that goal is still there. Right?
I'm still going to make it here. I just need to switch up the strategy a little bit.
I must understand to make a mistake is okay. Failure is okay. Not getting it right is okay. Understanding nobody in this whole entire world is right 100% of the time. Even the people that we admire, they are wrong sometimes. Did you know that? Like, sometimes I really feel like we, like,
forget that.
Really put things on a pedestal to a point of where we think that they are perfect. And they never, like, mess up.
Human beings like us. They just make a little bit more money. Or a little bit more out there, you know?
You learn more. I agree. You learn more from your mistakes and failures. Because that's why I feel like we go through them constantly. I feel like that's why we keep going through things. Because sometimes we'll get into a comfortability or we'll get into a cycle and we'll say, hey, we're going to accept this into our life and this is what I like and this is what I'm comfortable with, so I'm going to just stick with this. Right? Some people, they make that decision to actually stick with their miserable life or whatever, however they perceive it. Right? And then some people, they'll look at it and they want to maybe be a little bit different and do something different.
Like, you know what, I see that's working for y'all, but I need to get over here. I just need something a little different.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
You may fail to get there because you've never gone there before. You're so used to seeing what other people have done, right?
Right. I feel like that is the biggest mistake that we make is looking at the environment, looking at the outside, looking at what they're doing.
To focus on what you need to do.
Literally. Stop being so uncertain, right? That's what we're talking about. We're talking about uncertainty. That's what we've been talking about. I hope you've been on the train. We've been talking about uncertainty this whole time, right? So stop being so uncertain about yourself and your journey, right? You want to be certain in what you're doing.
What you're doing, who you are, why you're doing it.
Do things that help you elevate. Period. Do things that help you elevate.
And you know what those things are. They come to you. We just always be like, nah.
Exactly.
The uncertainty comes up. That fear or whatever.
It's doubt. That doubt, we got to starve it. We got to starve that doubt.
Take that leap of faith.
That uncertainty, we got to starve it. Do things to help you elevate to new levels. Being uncomfortable, right? Being uncomfortable. I have to keep saying this because I'm truly living it now.
We're constantly being uncomfortable.
I am totally constantly like being uncomfortable. But when I say it's been the best feeling,
it has.
It's been like
it's growth.
the best
We're growing
ride.
in it.
Yes, it's like so fun and
we're understanding it. It's kind of like, okay, well, I get it. All right. It's just for a little bit. It's just for a moment.
Right. And becoming more certain of being uncomfortable, right? Just taking risk. Taking risk for yourself that you think is going to be best for you.
Yes.
Right. No matter kind of how bad it might hurt. Sometimes
it won't hurt that
decision
bad.
making's we feel like it's gonna kill us. That's what I came here to really truly. I feel like get down deep in somebody's soul. Like I feel like sometimes you feel like you're not gonna make that decision because, of course, of fear. For one, of course, of fear. But it's that. It's the fear. It's the doubt.
Failing and it just destroying you.
Yes. And we feel like, it's gonna kill. It's not gonna kill you.
We won't make it through. God will put you through it just to show you gonna make it through.
Right.
He will never put too much on you that you can handle. But you gotta make the choice. You gotta make the decision. You gotta
You gotta become more certain of yourself. You just gotta become more certain.
I agree. Yes, ma'am.
You just gotta become more certain of yourself and be confident
in yourself
and explore that journey. Just never quit. Just never quit.
It's hard to quit though. Once you keep it's hard to go back to what you used to do.
Yeah, it is
with certain things. Because I know I've quit and started back things before.
Right. Well, let's not go back on our word.
Right. Right. We were literally just talking about that too, about standing firm with the first thing you said. Anyways.
She was just being logical for a second.
Yeah. But
But progress over perfection, right?
You can't go back. It's just keep going forward. Just stay focused on the goal, on the end, like whatever that is in you that puts that burn in your heart, that not heartburn, but that burn in your heart, that fire that gets you going. Like just kind of go ahead and see that through. There's a reason that's there, and let's just go.
You have to practice resilience. You have to practice. It takes reps. You can't just become resilient. Okay.
It's just like going to the gym. If you're trying to